Speaking of a store, I used to be a manager of a check cash. I used to manage like 3 check cashing stores, right here on 52nd and Market. It was like 20 years ago, man, and we got robbed. So it was funny. I had just moved back from Georgia, and someone sent me flowers in my name, and I'm like, nobody calls me Eugene. Right, but stupid me is like, all right, just open the door, let the flowers in, right? So I open the door. It's a security door, right? So one has to be closed before the other one can open.
Right.
So I buzzed them in, but somebody has to buzz the second door in.
Okay.
So when I buzzed them in, I saw the guy put the flowers in the trap part, and I saw him walk away. So the only way for that other door to open, that has to be closed. So I'm thinking everything is fine. So when I heard the buzzer go off and the door opened and there was another guy standing there with a shotgun, I'm like, wait a minute. The crazy part was it happened so fast that I couldn't process. Why is this? That's all I kept saying. How did he get here? That's all I kept like. How is he? Everybody's screaming, running behind me, but I'm like, but how did you get here? They were smart enough to put aluminum foil and gum.
What?
They knew what they was doing. So the magnetic made it seem like it was another magnet. They had a magnet and something. Anyway, long story short, I helped them count the money. I said, listen, the safe, there's a safe behind the damn safe. Let me slide it out for you. It was not my money. Right?
Not my money.
And the guy, he was so calm about it. So he had the whole lobby lying down. There was like 3 guys and a girl. Had the whole lobby lying down. I got to tell you what happened. Right? So he said, dude, relax. We ain't after y'all. We after the money. I said, you ain't got to tell me. The cameras looked like I was in on it the way I was counting.
So, wait, I miscount. Wait.
So when the FBI people came, they really thought I had something to do with it. They said, you was the only one that was so calm. I said, once that man said, I ain't after you after the money, I said, I'm going to live because I'm giving you all of this, right?
There you go.
It was over like $65,000. They got what they call Brinks had just dropped off.
Oh, okay.
They was watching us for a long time. And it had to be an inside job. They knew my
yeah.
Right.
All right.
Did you get to keep the flowers?
But here's the oh, that's funny shit. That's funny.
Give me the fucking flowers.
But here's the funny part, right? When everybody bolted out the door, it was this one man that stood up and said, are y'all still doing lottery? I said, man, if you don't get the...
Dude, like, I don't give a shit y'all got around.
I said, I don't care. If you don't get... Did you... He said, y'all not... The lottery machine wasn't touched. I said, man, he must have had some lucky numbers. He must have been feeling this. These are my winning numbers. I don't give a damn.
Listen, he's like, I don't give a damn y'all got right. Nobody got shot. Can I play my lottery?
Right.
They actually thought I had some... They reviewed the camera. I got...
Yeah, because you took your shoes off. You better get money.
Man, I wrapped all of that money. All of it.
What?
That's the point I'm trying to make. It's not my money. So why am I going to try to fight these guys for and die because it's somebody else's money? I'm not going to do it.
Because I get shot and you'll have somebody else step over my body to work this job.
Yeah, it would have been nothing. Clean up on aisle 6.
Yep.
That's how that was.
Moving over. Somebody else right in there.
But did you take it while you was counting? Did you feel
man. If I knew I was getting fired, I would have.
Oh, they fired you?
Yeah, they fired me.
So you let them in?
They just believed. They couldn't prove it. I could tell they believed
that you were part of do it. Wow.
They couldn't prove it.
That's like a movie.
It was crazy. And it was this one dude in the lobby. He had I don't know what kind of gun this was. And I'm pretty good with guns, right? And I normally could tell. I was like, that's not from here. But he said, he was telling everybody, look, don't look at me. Don't look at me. You know, I looked him right in the face. I looked up. He said, did not tell you. And he walks over and he hit me in the head. Because, hey, listen, I can't see that good. I ain't see nothing but your Nikes. I didn't really even see that. It was the craziest 5 minutes if it was that. But,
damn.
Yeah, I gave him everything. It's not what I'm a...
Listen, and that girl right there on the floor, she got about $30 in her pocket. Get it. Take it.
Her pockets. I was going out into the lobby. They was like, dude, we don't want that money. No, here's his wallet. It was crazy.
Yeah, and that is the point. I'm not dying for somebody else. When like you see like the security, those fake security guards at Target or whatever, somebody running out and they gonna chase them down for a bottle. Man, take that shit. Keep running. I'm like, listen, Coleman, we gotta fire you. Okay, I'm not losing my life over a bottle of fucking Coca-Cola. You know what I mean?
And slightly over minimum wage an hour.
Right.
Like this is not worth it. There's no hazard pay in that $15. Okay.
All right.
Like,
ladies and gentlemen.